foolish book for my collection. This will surely ensure the doom for my players. Yes. What are you doing here? I did not invite any guests. Are you another thief trying to steal the books from my vast library in my dungeon? No? Oh, that's right. Today is Community Day. A day where everyone in the RPG YouTube Brigade comes together and makes videos to share with one another. And if you are watching this video, whether you know it or not, you are already part of the Brigade. So, if you dare, follow me to my Dungeon Master orb, and I will reveal secrets to you. But beware, because once you walk this path, there is no turning back. And what lies ahead will not ever be revealed. And that is my riddle for the day. If this is your first time visiting my dungeon, be aware that by watching my videos, you are being indoctrinated into the order of RPGs in the RPG Brigade. And in the Brigade, you will find kind fellows of similar sentiment, also within this order. And you may proceed in good health and with maximum hit points if you do so choose to be part of this brigade. So, it appears you've stumbled on to a secret society of sorts. A secret society of gamers. Well, don't be frightened. You aren't doomed just yet. While there are many YouTube Brigade channels that have been here for years, you shouldn't be intimidated, because there are many ways to play these games and many styles that have yet to even surface into the Brigade yet, I'd imagine. Because before the internet, a lot of us who gamed would game with our groups, and we'd have our own unique style and personal ways of playing these games. And no two dungeon masters run their games the same. So because of that, no matter what your experience is, what your experience level is, you could be a level 1 dungeon master or a level 20 dungeon master. But all of your opinions are important and worth considering. In fact, because I've been exposed to all of these channels in the Brigade, my knowledge of games has just expanded vastly. There are so many things I have not been aware of. And you can play Pathfinder Society games, but you're only scratching the surface of these games, because the games are regulated, so they can all be played uniformly. But the YouTube RPG Brigade is very different, because there is no uniformed or correct way of playing a game. We're all sharing how we play our games and sharing our homebrew methods and just things we like about tabletop gaming. So don't be intimidated when you start making videos and become part of the Brigade. And you don't have to make videos. You can, just by commenting on these videos, the ideas are always fantastic. I have many great commenters on my channel, And that is probably one of my favorite parts of having my own RPG channel. And I guess to get more involved, I could name some of the bigger channels if you aren't familiar with them, since it is Community Day. I know I'll forget many channels because there are hundreds of channels, but the first one that comes to mind is DawnforgedCast's channel. He's one of the Brigaders who has been doing this for years, and he's like a hub because he'll go through and find new channels and other interesting channels, and he'll make archive videos, and you can start finding more Brigaders through his videos. And he also DMs games live, and you can get on Facebook, and he'll try to get more people involved in his games if you're looking for a gaming group. In fact, another channel, Fistful of Dice, is DMing online and on Google+. He just auditioned 14 people, and he didn't let it out right away, but he's going to run a game for all 14 players. I've never seen anything like this. He's going to divide them into small groups where he can manage a game, but each group is going to be affecting things in his game world. So that's going to be very exciting. So, just because of that, the RPG Brigade needs more members so we can play bigger and more expansive games. I can just imagine this becoming something truly, truly amazing. So, and not all the games are handled like this. There are many different styles, many different channels. DM Scotty, for instance, is a master of miniatures and figures and using those models in his game. There's Dungeon Master Johnny, who plays Dungeons and Dragons, all editions. He knows everything about Dungeons and Dragons. So he's very specialized. Then you have someone like, the Gentleman Gamer, who does everything. Video games, Vampire, Call of Cthulhu, Dungeons and Dragons as well. He plays every game he can get his hands on, and he'll tell you everything about it. Yeah, but there is a learning curve. There's weird words in a strange language that we Brigaders have. Like a grognard. What is a grognard? Well, there's a channel devoted to the history of gaming and all these things called Grognard Games, and you'll learn more of the strange things that we talk about, because I'm sure many of you who watch these videos see them and go, what are they talking about? This sounds like a different language. Because it is. It's called RPG Brigade Can't. So, those are some of the channels. And there are also some exciting things going on. Woodwwad, for example, is taking his hobby to the extreme. He's now written his own game. After talking about his gaming experiences and what he likes about games in the RPG Brigade, he has now taken all of that and he's making his own game. So that's exciting. And then there's Captain Gothnog as well, who's putting together a magazine called Theater of the Mind. And it will discuss many of the topics that go on in the Brigade, and involves many of us in it. So it will be very exciting to see these things. It's just exciting to see these things surface. Indeed. Well, Scotty, what are you doing here? I thought I buried you deep in my dungeon. What is this? Oh, I use Vancy magic. I can only speak to the dead so many times per day. Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. I myself have a Dungeon Master Doom cartoon scheduled for the first issue of Theater of the Mind magazine. What now, Scully? What? Oh, yes, I almost forgot. I'm also, I started a Facebook channel where I post links to free games and just random role-playing game information that I discover. Scully, I used up all my spells. I can't understand you anymore. This blasted Vancian magic. What are you doing now, Scully? What are you doing? Where are you going? I told you to stay away from the goblins!